Was that me or you?
That's you, I think. Did you hit record?
Right. Yeah, it
Holy
said
shit.
recording. Who would have thought?
All right. So yeah, live from the nut house.
How's everything going?
Still alive. Got to see a guy actually earlier this week get hauled out by US Marshals. So that was interesting.
Was it for something he did there or something they were just scooping him up for?
Well, the dude walked around in like full like Arab gear all the time at the time and was running around outside screaming like "fuck the United States." And then the next day, the marshals.
Yes. You still there?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
still here.
yeah, you just went mute there for a sec.
Oh, that's this driving mode, I think. Unless I keep talking, I don't know what that's going on. What reading more stuff actually this morning about the whole Matthew Perry thing of all the friends that get wiped out. That one kind of sucked.
Well,
But
not to be morose, but with his, history of drug use and stuff, I mean, he was always destined to go first.
yeah, yeah, especially I know he had talked about how there were, almost entire seasons of the show that he doesn't really watch.
Really? Jesus.
And like for the actually his book is floating around here somewhere, so I'm hoping to hands on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some weird shit here. I don't really have a top, just that yeah, this place is a you want to do like a key on mental illness, this would definitely be the place to do it. I've got
So,
one roommate who like cross part Forrest Gump and part genius at the same time, but I think he's actually evil genius that we just haven't picked up on yet.
so he's on the spectrum, is what you're saying?
We haven't figured that out yet because sometimes he has these moments of brilliance where he actually busted out rapping the other morning. So I don't know what the hell that was about. But
Has he
he'll
got
go
multiple
from
personalities?
who knows? He'll go for like hours just not talking and staring at the ceiling, and then just all of a sudden say something that you're like, where the hell did that come from?
I get that all the time from children and old people, but
What am I missing in the free world right now? I have had like zero access to the news because the dipshits here are always watching like cartoons. Go figure.
Israel and Hamas are still going at it. Everybody thinks Biden's too old, but on the other hand, they think Trump's too crazy, and his kids have been testifying. And the late night comedians have been having a field day with his kids, especially the blonde one, Eric.
Oh man, yeah. See, yeah, I think the next election should just be like called old versus crazy on the ballot too.
It'd be kind of fun just to like lock them in a room with like 2x4s with nails in them, and if just let them. Whoever survives gets to be president.
Yeah, either that or like a lie detector test, and like Trump would always be showing, positive for lying, and Biden would just have no idea why he was there in the first place. He'd just be waiting for ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. Any considering all the senior citizens I hang around with, and yeah, listening to him do interviews and news stuff, it doesn't really fill anybody with hope. That's part of the problem is nobody trusts Trump, but they like his energy and his assertiveness. But on the other hand, Joe's probably got more done and is maybe a bit more trustworthy, but it's hard to trust him if he doesn't trust where he is in his head right now.
Yeah, and on the other hand, ask us if you really want to prove a point, ask Trump supporter, what he did for them over the last 4 years. I don't get into politics with this kind of place because it's just going to end up with fights. But all you really got to do is say, "Hey, what did he do for you?"
He's a great
And then there's a
American.
lot.
He made America great again. I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah,
how? How?
yeah. I'm actually going to campaign for like the House or the building president. It's kind of hard to call it a house because there's like 80 dudes here, but under make the facility great again.
Oh
Again.
God. Always gonna
I
stir
bet
the pot, don't you?
I feel like I would probably win though.
Well, you seem the most lucid, but on the other hand, lucidity isn't a guarantee of electability.
Yeah, I made sure we recorded this before I took my meds for today.
Oh, good. Those kind of like
I'll
knock
be
your
uh
ass out.
I'll be drooling on myself and watching football here fairly soon.
What you get Thorazine?
No, no, and I've asked for it, but they won't make that happen. So nothing good. Just just actually the drooling comes more from being bored.
Yeah, yeah. Except I think back to when I was a kid on the farm and I was always bored, always looking for any excitement. And now that I'm almost 50, I'd pay good money to be bored and just to have people leave me the fuck alone and
If
not
I
want me to
could,
solve all their problems.
what kind of problems are you solving?
Oh, just stuff with the old people and stuff with customers. And I think you heard about the big Quick Trip debacle.
Taking over the bill. Oh yeah, the
They
I
got
was thinking of
hacked.
when they yeah, I was thinking when they demolished or going to demolish that hotel that all the homeless people are living in for a
Oh no,
parking lot. But
that's just a local debacle. I'm talking about like a multi-statewide debacle. Their their credit card stuff got hacked, and they
yeah,
don't
and
know
the
if anything
rewards.
leaked, but you
Oh,
couldn't log on to pay your bills for like weeks, but you could still like spend money. And
oh,
so
of course.
stuff finally came on. Then you find out that you're at your max, and then they're hitting you up for late fees. And I sent an email off to him already saying I'm not paying this late fee. I want it stripped away. It's your fault there was a late fee. I would have paid the damn bill if I could have got to it. They don't send out paper, bills anymore. So how are you supposed to pay shit? I don't think
Yeah,
they want people driving to lacrosse with cash in hand.
I saw that someone posted on Twitter that they owe him a beer or at least a beer, and
They
then Quick Trip was
yeah,
giving
and
away like beer
they turn that
samples.
into a bit. They actually gave away beer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was admittedly trolling them pretty hard off the mofo page saying that, hey, Pump and Munch never had this problem.
But much. I wish I had a T-shirt from that place.
I
What, you got one? And he's disappeared again. Oh, you back?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, he disappeared again.
My I don't know if the Wi-Fi signal's the best here. I'm not sure that we're actually supposed to be on it, but that was a day one project for me here.
Are you moving around the facility so as not to get pinched again?
Yes, I when we tried this before, I was in trouble. For those of you that actually are listening to this garbage, I was in an unauthorized area. I was in the area with a couch, so apparently that was on a. But now it just happens to be like the last gasp of warm weather, I think, today. So I'm wandering around
Yeah,
outside.
God, it's gonna be like 60 today.
Yep, all the nut bars will be outside playing cornhole of all things. Hey, speaking of cornhole, there was somebody that took a dump in one of the showers the other day, so that was interesting.
Oh God.
Oh, the material I'm gonna get out of being here is
Yeah,
just
I'm hoping you're keeping notes.
yeah, definitely. And the staff is just as crazy as the people that are here, and I think you have to be to work in this kind of like behavioral places I worked for. I mean, still the weirdest thing I ever was the guy that himself, but that's not something we've really delved into on Mofo yet. But would you?
Oh, there's so much stuff to do.
I don't know. I don't know if I would if I could. I'm sure every guy has tried at some point and like almost made it, almost made it. Nope. But this guy
Yeah,
could,
I
and
don't understand why you want to dump in the shower unless you've got like a big open grate for it to go down to.
to stomp it down the drain.
Yeah, because depending on how much fiber you have or have had not, it may not break up easily, or if you hit it with water, it's break down. If you got like, some thick, doughy, you ate too many pretzels and it's kind of like one solid mass, you're gonna have to go in there and either stomp it or squish it to break that down.
Yeah, fortunately, there's a salad bar here at the nut house, which is strange. There's a lot of Jello on the salad bar. Go figure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want a lot of guys with bowel obstructions. Plus, in case any of them are
Yeah,
trying to do the old prison pocket thing and hide something, it's good to
yeah,
flush it out.
I'm sure that happens. There are some people that are allowed to roam around outside of the premises and work. I don't think I've made it to that level of non-crazy yet that they'll let me do that. The fun. There's more fun to be had.
Well, as long as you're making the most of your experience.
This afternoon will be a whole bunch of weird dudes screaming at the TV about football, and most of them have no idea what's going on. They just know that they're supposed to yell too.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I'm thinking no shower November is a big thing around here because there are some
No,
stinky.
no, God.
Yeah, there were down next to me last night that I actually had to leave the room because it smelled like sour milk and what I would imagine the inside of an ass to smell like.
Okay,
I'm really
then.
glad we're keeping it classy today.
Today,
Always.
I know. I
Either
usually like
way,
to think, we don't keep it classy, but we try to keep it real.
yeah, Redneck Romeo is still alive. I checked in with him the other day. He's getting his ladies, look out for that. Got to give a shout out to Radio Redneck Romeo.
I wonder what happened to
And
him.
we got to get the locksmith on again.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually his wedding anniversary this weekend, so him and the lady are spending quality time with the kids and then ditching the kids and spending quality time together. So
Breaking into
apparently
a
she's
hotel.
listened to this show before we had him on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I wasn't really, promoting this generally. And somehow her dad was a cop. So I think it's just her natural inclination to, check out her husband's friends and make sure none of them are like, pedo bears or something. But anyway, she found it. She's been listening to it, and apparently she finds it amusing, which is good. So whenever she gets around to hearing this one, hey baby, how you doing?
you can't really hit on a locksmith's wife though, because he can easily get into your place while you're asleep.
Oh, I wouldn't
I
do
would think
that.
that a locksmith could be more dangerous than any other kind of criminal, really.
Well, it's just
Granted,
it. I mean, he's like, once you learn the trade, there's nowhere you can't get into. You don't talk that up because people's paranoia is through the roof the way it is. But when you're watching spy movies or con movies and you see people picking locks and they got lock picks, yeah, I mean, most of that shit is really, really easy. It's just to keep out the dumb criminals.
yeah, it's the same thing I've heard several times before about meth. Like, I can show you how to make meth, but I can't unshow you how to make meth.
Jesus.
So, got to use your powers for good. All right, man. Well,
Exactly.
actually, I think I'm being summoned because I may be
Oh God,
outside of the
again, dude.
boundaries of safety. Be working on some kind of creative chaos later. I was debating seeing if I could get my hands on some super glue and a bunch of pennies, but we'll see.
Okay.
So I'm signing off from the nut house.
All right.